I've got this amazing intro from Davey.
Okay, what is the amazing intro? Let's hear
In
it.
2016, Bassy became the hottest new voice to rise from the buzzing Bay Area music scene in Northern California. Groovy People EP spawned the platinum certified You and Me, which featured another familiar Bay Area native rapper, G-Eazy. This song has racked up over 255 million Spotify streams and counting. The follow-up hit Morning cracked 40 million Spotify streams during his headlining the Groovy People tour this past fall. Along the way, he's received widespread acclaim from Billboard, Complex, Spin, and more. His current single is Main Chick. Marc is currently working on his new music, by the way, but let's welcome our guest, Marc E Bassy.
Thank you guys
Ladies
so
and
much.
gentlemen.
Thank you to all you wonderful people in the audience tonight.
Oh, my gosh. Bro,
Thank you for that introduction, by the way.
I was surprised by it.
Especially the backgrounds. That was
I
phenomenal.
know. I love it. He's my interpreter.
Yeah, I speak English for him.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Marc, welcome to the islands once again.
Thank you for having me. I love being here.
Well, what a journey you've had, huh?
Yeah. Well, it's been a lot. Do you mean like figuratively or the journey just to get here?
Journey from the
Because
start.
we went to Korea for the first time.
You did?
Before we came here
Wait,
last week.
North or south?
North. It was,
Okay.
no, I'm
Wait,
just
you
kidding.
went. you seen Kim Jong Un
Yeah.
or whatever his name is?
That was correct. We were just my first trip to Asia ever. We had a show in South Korea in Seoul, and that was a few days ago. Now we're here, and it was so the journey's been kind of amazing.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like musical career. Before you even started music, you were working for what? Banana Republic. Is that what I understand? You did that, right?
You were working for Banana Republic?
Did you know?
I sold pleated chinos for a time. I did that.
Chinos?
No, I worked chinos. You know, it's like the khakis.
Oh, okay.
Bro, but who didn't work at Banana Republic?
I
right?
didn't.
Oh, you didn't? Okay.
No, I worked at Old Navy.
Okay.
True story. I'm serious. That was my high school job. Banana Republic was the high scale. So
I moved, before the modern era of music when you just like upload things to YouTube and Instagram and the like. I moved to LA when I was like 18, and I worked in Studio City and just like did the whole thing. Played open mics, played at sororities and frat houses, and I was in a band, and we got a record deal, and then I spent $60,000 in 1 month, and then was broke. And
I'm trying to make $60,000.
No, I did the whole thing in my early 20s, and then found myself doing songwriting for other people in LA, and then from there, that's where I met like Common Kings and J Boog. I did a lot of songwriting with them, and that's how we became, close. With this world. What's that?
You know his landlord was Tracy Chapman, right?
Yeah, that's
it's
also true. That
Bro,
damn, you really
he
know
doesn't
everything.
know who Tracy Chapman is.
How did you know I didn't know?
Okay, because.
How do you know?
We'll play it for you on guitar. We'll play it.
Because I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, I mean, my musical journey wasn't set in stone by any means, and it wasn't predetermined. I don't come from a musical family or anything like that. I love to write, so writing was my first my first gateway, because I didn't have the discipline to write long form. I didn't want to be a journalist or an author or anything like that. So hip hop music, that's where you can write and make music at the same time. And it just, I had to learn about music because I wanted my words to be told.
Right.
So bad.
when did you find out that you knew how to sing? Like, when was the day you're like,
I'm
still finding it out. I don't know. Like, I really, like I said, first I would sing along with like the rap songs, and then when it gets to the hook, when it would be like, even when I was a little kid, like I didn't even think about the singing aspect.
Yeah.
But I was just like, oh, there's the other part where the other guy comes on in the chorus,
Oh, he was trying to be like the Nate Dogg.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Almost like that, like, oh, it's a rap song, but someone has to do this thing called a chorus. And then when I was in high school and kids started recording their own songs and everyone wanted to be a rapper, it was always like, well, what do we do for the hook? And that always came easy to me because I love to write.
Right.
So I just was always like, oh, we should just like do this little nursery rhyme catchy thing. And I always had a knack for making just, I don't know, nursery rhyme, simple little catchy choruses. So that was kind of how I began. And then I don't know. So I joined like the kids that were in jazz band, and I learned about Red Hot Chili Peppers and the Roots and music like that. They were into, you know, like rock music that I never ever listened to before that. And then after a while, I don't know, just like, I think maybe my first show ever, we did like a battle of the bands or something in high school. And I didn't want to go to college, and if you were to tell me, I wanted to be a basketball player. So
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
So I had really no idea, you know. But actually, like sometimes my whole life I've been very sure about what I wanted to do, and there was only like a little time when I didn't, and it was when I realized I wasn't gonna be a basketball player. Like sometime.
When did you realize? You woke up one day, we're like, wow.
I was like 14 at an AAU tournament, and up until I was like in 8th grade, I still thought like I'm one of the best kids that I've played against so far. And then I played against this kid, DeMarcus Nelson, who played at Duke. He was an All-American, and he was 14, and his coach was like, "Don't let that white boy cross half court."
Wow.
And I got the ball, and he was like, I couldn't get past him.
Wow.
Like in the full court, like he just locked me in the corner. And then I remember after, like, damn, this is never gonna work. Like he wasn't even good at that point. He was just.
That's how it is out here. Except we don't say don't get that white kid. We say, hey, don't let that Holly boy pass you. Don't let that Holly get by.
Yeah, but
Jimmy boy, knock it off. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, but so music just, I don't know. Music wasn't ever like a destination to me. It was something I just loved to do. It was a way to express myself, like I said, with the words. I was into slam poetry.
Oh, sick.
Things like that. And then because that was the only way for me to do it in front of people, which I'm also wanted, I just had to learn music. So I've been, working.
So what do you enjoy more, writing music or actually performing?
I like them equally. I love to be in the studio and write music. I love the energy. I love when women come to the studio, and when people are like drinking and partying, and you're in the studio and like in real time.
You don't think that it could be a distraction though?
Yeah, it could be. That's okay. Sometimes
but that's what you write
distracted. Yeah. No, sometimes actually this year for this new album that I just made, we did a much better job of like locking it down and not treating it with a little more care, taking it more seriously in the studio. But it is like you have to. I heard Mac Miller say this. I somewhat agree with it. It's like if you're making whatever context you're making music for, like if you're making a club song, you have to have club energy in the room when you're making it. Or if you're making a ballad, you kind of gotta like be there by yourself. Yeah, you can't just like have 30 people drinking and going crazy and be making a ballad. Like that's not gonna work. So I think we try to keep the energy that we want our music to affect, around us. So whatever that calls for. Yeah, we have people that bring in things.
So did you go to college? You said you went to college?
No.
Oh, me neither.
Yeah, I did for almost one. I just actually recently requested my transcript from my freshman year.
What was the purpose?
I don't know. I just I wanted to see because it's been so long. Because people ask me, "Did you go to college?" And that's like I can't even remember. I know I went for almost a complete year.
Right.
That's what alcohol does to you, huh?
Actually, I didn't drink it. That was a big smoking time. I was a big stoner.
That's what that does to you too.
Yeah. But I got 35 credits from UC Santa Cruz.
Wow.
I've left
It's a good school.
A 2.3 GPA. Pretty horrible. Whatever. But yeah, so I did that.
Yeah, I couldn't do any better, so I ain't even gonna argue. Dog.
I could have done much better. I feel bad like looking at it, but whatever.
Bro, you've been here twice, right?
Mm-hmm. This is my second time.
Second time. You like Hawaii? I mean, what is it about Hawaii that you like?
Obviously, this is the most beautiful place in the country. One of the most beautiful places in the world. I've never been to that many places, so for us it's special.
Been to Korea.
I wish I could have. Is the volcano still happening?
Big Island.
You don't want to get too close, though.
They said when we were flying that you would be able to look down and see it, but then it was foggy. We couldn't see it. So what's up with that? Are people freaking out about that, or is it okay?
I mean, a lot of people lost their homes. I mean, it's
those
sad.
videos.
It's insane.
When they were like flying down the freeway, gave me the chills. That was crazy to watch that.
Yeah, it's real life things happening on the Big Island.
Yeah.
Right. You don't want to get on that tour boat that get close to the lava, because we had an incident recently where the volcano, they were getting way too close where it spills out into the ocean, and a
What does it do when it hits the ocean?
basketball-sized lava went into the tour boat and injured 23 people. So,
But you know what I imagined about the volcano hitting the water? I just imagined myself grabbing a big pack of noodles and just cooking it. You know, like, this is a big pot of boiling water. We about to make some salmon, and then we go fry it.
he's always thinking about food.
No,
Yeah,
no.
what?
No.
No,
You guys don't think like that?
But no,
just me?
I think that just like you said, asked me how I like, just the fact that that exists, and you think about, like, I come from San Francisco. You know, we have earthquakes though,
Yeah.
but it's like when you look at a map and you see Hawaii, and it's such, everyone knows where this is and what this is, and it's a huge part of culture, and then it's like this tiny little place in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, so it trips me out. Honestly, I used to get scared the first time I had a little bit of a island, I don't know what you call it, but it makes me nervous to be like, but it's so beautiful at the same time, so I feel like you could stay here forever and it would be a dream at the same time.
You could record, yeah. You should record your next album here. I think you'll create some amazing things. Kanye did it.
Yeah, he did.
Kanye did. Travis Scott was just here.
Run This Town.
Oh yeah,
was
Travis
actually
Scott's
recorded
here right now.
And he's recording his album.
Crazy. Go find him, children. No, that's crazy though. Yeah, that's true.
It's an inspiring place to write music, I believe.
Oh yeah, of course.
I think it'll free your mind.
Right.
I'm just trying to get him to record an album here. I'm trying to pitch it like, yo, we got Marc E Bassy. So next time somebody comes, Mark recorded his album here too.
Well, I think last time we came, we didn't really get to do too much exploring, but this time we're gonna make sure we do some serious. I want to get in nature. I feel like all I've really done is come to Honolulu and walk down the street that looks like Rodeo Drive.
Oh yeah.
With like Gucci and Prada and Louis Vuitton.
Right.
Yeah.
So I've just kind of walked down there, walked back, and then we did the show. So this time we need to really like experience the beauty.
You trying to go to the waterfall, Manoa Falls? Tell them a couple spots. Casey knows all the spots.
Yeah.
Manoa Falls is a good one.
Where's the place called?
One of the most beautiful beaches, always rated #1, is the Lanikai Beach area.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's like always rated #1, like Dr.
Lanikai?
Beach. Lanikai Beach.
Lanikai Beach. All right.
Very secluded. Not a lot of tourists go there.
No, but a lot of tourists live there.
They
just
rent
kidding.
homes.
No, I mean, look.
Kick them out, man. Don't let them do that, man.
No, it's just when you drive to Kailua, it's not as local as.
Right.
But I love Hawaii. I would stay here as long as they would have me. So.
You like? You've tried the foods, obviously.
Yeah, I've tried the food. I tried.
Any liking to like the poke? Like the raw fish.
We're waiting for the poke bowl that we were promised today. So.
Oh, you were.
They got to get the right poke bowl.
We need the right spot. That's what I'm saying. Like we had ramen last night that was really good too.
Yeah.
By the hotel, but
cook from the volcano, huh?
it could have been.
Ramen
Lava rocks.
Yeah.
Cook from the volcano water.
Well, he is here for a major show called the Lost in Paradise Music Festival. It's going to be amazing, and Marc E Bassy is one of the featured performers, man. Excited about, some of the acts that are going to be at the show?
Yeah, I'm very excited. We got, I think DJ Snake is on my night, and Kid Ink, Ludacris. So, I mean, I think it's cool because I know that they got huge reggae festivals in Hawaii and maybe EDM, but I think this is kind of like something new, so it's cool to be a part of it. Just in terms of the lineup and,
I'm excited for the whole thing.
Right.
That first night is just crazy to me. I'm going to be there like early.
Yeah.
I'm going to be chilling, like ready to go.
I'll see to this.
Did I make you forget?
He always says this. I'm gonna go party with you guys here.
No, I don't
No,
party.
He's gonna show up. He won't show
No,
up.
I don't.
We like.
I don't
to,
party anymore. I'm just going to the show because enjoy the music.
Why don't you party anymore?
Because I gave my life to Christ, so I stopped going out.
Respect.
Yeah.
I did that for a couple months recently.
Oh. Well, I've been sober for over a year now.
Oh, really?
Right.
Yeah. I'm
I was celibate for like 1 hour.
Yeah. See, that's your
That
guys'
was
problem.
hard.
That's different.
It was hard.
Sober and celibate.
Well, when you guys are ready, he's ready.
Romeo.
He's right there
celebration.
knocking for you guys.
Man, but it's so good to have you here again, man. Hawaii is certainly, they love your kind of music, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it so much. We were talking about that earlier. Like, you know, You and Me, that's obviously like the song that most people know me for, and that really started here. Like, this is the place.
Right.
We didn't come here at first. We were in California, like obviously in the Bay back home. We were traveling around the States, and then, you know, you have like radio reps or whatever. Like, people in Hawaii really like your song. I would have never, because I didn't even really, it was kind of a weird song for me to make in the first place, just in terms of like the reggae vibe. And then it was like #1 out here, so it was crazy.
Yeah, and on multiple
this is like
formats,
the best
actually.
place you can ever have a #1 song.
Yeah.
Then you get to
No,
come out.
my man
then you
is
get
smart.
to come out to
My
Hawaii.
man.
So yeah,
Right.
No, it was great, and you know, I appreciate that. So I'll always be out here.
See, like, you know, there's a lot of people who started their careers in Hawaii. When I say start their careers, like, Hawaii breaks records, but people don't think about it.
Yeah,
You know, like when Akon came here, he was talking about it. He's like, a lot of my stuff started here, but you hear that reggae sound, that island sound.
Right.
Akon, who else? There's a lot of people. I mean, I couldn't think of it at the top of my head. There is a lot of artists.
No, I've heard that people know like radio in Hawaii moves the needle for a lot of artists. So.
And I think what people look past is that there's so many different cultures here. So you got to think this is a tourist spot. So you want to hit somebody who lives in New York, Japan, China, and all that in one spot. Just get your record playing in Hawaii.
That's real.
You know, if you want to hit globally, you want to be able to hit Hawaii first, because we've got global ethnicities and nationalities out
Philippines,
here.
you want to hit Guam?
Yeah, Filipinos, Koreans, Vietnamese.
And people speak Spanish out here too.
Yeah,
right?
como te llama?
Yeah.
Mi casa y su casa.
Do you
but
speak
I
pidgin?
I was seeing signs in Spanish too, which is like tripping me out. Yeah,
Right.
so they really do have everything.
You speak pidgin?
I don't speak pidgin.
Have you heard anybody out here talk to you pidgin and you're like, huh?
No. But I grew up with a couple Kali and Keikoa, these twins that I grew up with. They spoke pidgin. When they used to get mad at me, they used to like scream at me in pidgin. I would not.
How did it go? Can you imitate it?
No, I don't know. I don't want to do that.
Bro, holy boy, knock it off. What is it like that?
It was kind of like that.
Oh man! See, that's where You and Me came from. You had that island vibe because you were getting yelled at by the locals out in the Bay Area.
No, it was foreshadowing, I guess.
Yeah.
So what's the next big thing, man, for Marc E Bassy? What's next?
Honestly, man, we've
going on?
since last year we finished a tour in this year we finished a tour in March. We toured with Ty Dolla $ign in the States and Canada, and really since January I've been working on a new project. So I have a new album coming out, and I haven't really been. There hasn't been a single off it or anything like that. So I'm really excited. You know, this is I think this is my best work to date, and it comes out in September. So, you know, I didn't want to last time I kind of let different things from my album and my artwork leak out at different times, and this I've been really holding on to it. So I'm excited to let it go, because when I do, it's just kind of be one thing. And I think sometimes people have trouble knowing who Marc E Bassy is, what type of music he makes, because I'm pretty diverse in my songs. But this project in particular, I think sets a stronger tone for what I want to do, and it's a little more, talks a little bit more about what's going on in the world, and not just the love songs and stuff like that. So
That's awesome, man. Congratulations on the success.
Thank you, man.
And
Appreciate
the best
you
of
guys.
luck with whatever holds for you, man, in the future. We can't wait to see you perform.
Yeah, man. Me too. I can't wait to be up there.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Marc E Bassy.
Thank you. Thank you.